morning. Happy Monday. Time is 8:39 and a new working week has begun, the first one in December. I've not gone full out and put Christmas jumper and stuff on today. I need to, for work, that needs to be a gradual thing. I think I need to just basically wear more and more kind of tinsel and baubles and stuff leading up to the 21st, until on the last day I'm like laden up like a full-on tree. That's the plan. But I did wear my Star Wars Christmas t-shirt and my Star Wars Christmas jumper, one of my Star Wars Christmas jumpers, and I bought a Christmas dress. So this weekend has been a very Christmassy attired weekend, which I'm all in favour for. I'm sorry that I'm not actually playing Christmas carols through the car speaker right now, but the fact of the matter is I don't have any in my iPod or on CD, for shame. Maybe I should sort that out. So yeah. So this Monday morning, there's a number of things I could talk to you about, really. Is he waiting? Yeah, we go. But I had an interesting conversation yesterday with an old work colleague, talking about decluttering and how some people just stay clutter-free without even thinking about it. Other people, it takes a bit more effort, and other people, it's a lot of effort, or it's actually, they've got a psychological issue with it quite severely. And obviously all kind of grey areas in between as well. And what my friend thought was, she posed the question: if you've got people that were brought up the same in each family, and they had a messy family, and they were siblings close in age, then what makes them all grow up and one to be really neat and another one to be really messy? And I've been thinking about this. Now, at the time, I said about the disc reports that we do at work, and I said that one of the things that I thought one of the reasons I might be messier at home is because, according to these disc reports that we do, which is like this, how you work really, and what makes you tick in the workplace particularly. I'm not in the organised corner of the disc, you know what I mean, sector of the disc. I'm in the opposite one, and the rationale is that if you stretch too far outside of your natural aptitude, that's when you get stressed and put stress on your whole sensibility. So at work, I am stretching way beyond my normal aptitudes because I'm not naturally an organised person, apparently. I'm more of a multitasker, firefighter, get something done, move on to the next thing. So because I'm stretching so far into an organised corner at work, I theorise that maybe when I get home, I just can't be bothered to do anything that's structured, and I just don't want to do that anymore. So that was one theory. But then I've also been thinking about this, like last night, this morning. And you can have multiple kids in the same family that all grow up differently, either with mental health problems or whatever, And there's so many different variables that you can't just say, well, this is why someone's this and this is why someone's that. And I remember my brother saying to me, because I've had a lot of issues with mental health and he really hasn't, saying, I don't know what's wrong with you, I had the same childhood that you had. And no two people can have the same childhood. It can take, this is why you need to be so careful with your words, particularly with like young kids. It can only take like a couple of damaging words or criticisms that can become a belief system in a small child's head, and that person can then grow up believing it and almost living, how I've said before, with belief systems, your brain's constantly trying to prove your belief right, and it'll look for evidence of that, and it'll reframe everything in that light. That is the kind of filter through which it's seeing everything. So if you maybe were a little bit clumsy when you were a child, maybe you couldn't see very well, but they hadn't diagnosed your short-sightedness and you used to knock things over, or you didn't put things back very neatly because you couldn't actually see, and your parents then went on to say, oh, you're so messy, you're so untidy, or you can never put things away properly, then what are you going to grow up to be like? You're going to grow up to be messy, untidy, and believe that you can't ever put things away properly. That's just creating the filter, creating this frame that you're going to see the life through. And then if you've got two siblings and one of them was believing stuff and the other one was going around picking it up because maybe it was a bit of a suck up and wanted to get all the praise and say, well, so-and-so's been messing stuff around and I've been tidying it up, aren't I good, mummy? Then that kid is going to grow up being told, yes, that's very good, well done, you're so not messy. And the other one's going to be told, oh, I can't believe you let your sister clear up for you, you're such a messy child. And likewise, one of them will be getting praised for picking stuff up all the time, and the other one is going to be getting punished for leaving stuff in a mess. Perhaps when, they would have picked it up anyway if the sibling hadn't wanted to get the praise themselves or take credit for it. And that then creates a pattern. They then grow up with one of them being the messy one and one of them being the kind of neat one. I think it's not just as simple as I'm naturally very good at tidying up, I'm naturally not very good at tidying up, blah, blah, blah. I think there's other things at play. That you've got like psychological issues with maybe letting go of things, which is my kind of big one. I could have let them go, actually. I'm really sorry, car. And girls, school run people folk. So yeah, so my musing about why some people aren't very good at tidying up and others are, even from the same family, has kind of turned into a musing on how our words are more powerful than we think and have just this intense influence. I'm trying to think of things, well, it comes straight to my mind because it's my belief system, but my dad used to tell me I was lazy and unemployable. I think that's why I'm always constantly working hard all the time, and I find it hard to relax. But the fact is, I'm obviously not unemployable. I know that, I've turned it around, and I know that if I want to get a job, I'll get a job. And the thing is, if I was lazy, I wouldn't have that thought. So, that's proving that as well. But I still think I'm not doing enough, and I still think when I'm in a job that I'm going to get caught out for not being productive enough and sacked. And that's something that I hold with me all the time. Luckily, I've developed another little voice telling me that it's actually a load of rubbish when I think it. But it's there constantly. And that's just because the parents say something to a child when they were young And my brother's saying we had the same upbringing. My brother never got told that, you see. No. On that note, it's 10:02. Got even good time. Got parked up well. Had an interesting debate with myself about deep childhood things. Counselling session. Yay. Anyway, I'm going to go and I'm going to speak to you on Thursday. So cheery bye. See you on Thursday.